Hello, everyone,
And if
and
we,
welcome to the Now.Site Marketing Overview. My name is Leanne Lyon. It is Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Time, and we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life and run our businesses in a way we've only been able to dream about before today. At least that's what I wish had been said 2 months ago when I first jumped onto this call and was like, yeah, another thing to look at, another thing that somebody wants to sell me. Half an hour later, I was saving over about $200 a month from things I was already spending money on. And I'd purchased a product that was going to cost me far less than I'd been spending. And within a couple days of that product was free for me and remains free to this day. So I saw about a $3,000 swing in my business in a matter of about 30 minutes. So we're hoping to keep this less than that even. I'm going to go through some information today. We have some great people here. Robert Meyer is here. You can wave if you can see him. And he has been with Now.Site for a long time. He has hundreds of people in his organization. I've been blessed to have him work with many of the people that are in my particular group. He's a wonderful resource for all of us. Many people here know 𝐒𝐢𝐭𝐞, the podcaster with top 10 podcasts in the world. She made an amazing podcast today. I can't wait for it to drop on Friday. So we've got so many, many, many great people all over the nation, all over the world. Catherine, I see you from Mexico. It's great to see you. And so let's get into this. What is this whole thing? How did LeAnn save $3,000 in the next year? That's a big swing for a lot of small businesses. So we will begin in just a moment. Let me make sure I actually have this pulled up. So what we're talking about tonight is a product called, it's a product, but a company actually, called Now.Site. And here we are. And we're going to try that again. Now.Site. And we're going to see the whole thing because I don't seem to have the ability to share only part of my screen. That's interesting. Okay, so everybody gets to see everything today. So, hey everyone, my name is LeAnn and I'm so excited to Okay, we're gonna play with this a little bit since you can read my same script. We are, however, going to talk about Now.Site, and it is a company that has been around now for about 3 years. It's out of Toronto, Canada, 50 employees, 25,000 customers in 130 countries. And that I know is growing literally by the day right now as more and more people are hearing about this, sharing about this, like those of you who are here today, and we're happy to have you here as our guests. There's 20 full-time software engineers. Wow. I mean, that just means that this company is ready and responsive to things that are coming up. I know that there's updates happening as we move forward. There's a new launch coming out next Tuesday, literally 1 week from today. I think the big launch party is actually on the weekend following, but we're super excited about it. They've had 100% growth every year since they launched 3 years ago. So Justin Bellababa is the founder and CEO of this great company, and he has a very interesting story. He graduated magna cum laude in economics from Harvard, thinking the guy's pretty bright. Yeah, I couldn't get into Harvard myself, but straight out of college, he founded this medical software company. He was named Young Entrepreneur in 2010. Founded a chain of 100 virtual health clinics and sold that to a private equity group in 2016, and then launched this concept of Now.Site in 2017 with his goal is to build a world-class company. And I love that vision that he shares right here. The world has changed. I actually got this from 𝐒𝐢𝐿, but the world has changed, and when we look back in 5 years, we're going to realize that there were 10 amazing new companies that led us to a brighter future. And I think that's what inspired our CEO to say, I'm going to create one of those 10 amazing new companies. And from my background in software and computer programming and marketing, and I've got a bunch of background, I came over to this that fast because of what Justin was able to create in those 3 years. So I'm going to skip ahead. There's 2 products that Now.Site is actually doing. We're going to focus tonight on the marketing product. So here we are, Now.Site Marketing. So what is it? And I'm really excited because after I go through these slides, I'm going to give you a little peek into my back office, and you're going to get to see me using this product live. So hang on, because it's going to be cool. So Google reports that over 90% of consumers go online to research offline purchases before they buy. I know I do, definitely. And that 80% of customers lose trust in businesses when information online is incorrect or unavailable. Again, that just happened to me recently. Looked for store hours, got to the store was closed. Like, now I'm just frustrated. I don't want to go to that store. I had to find another option. Maybe I'll never go back to that store because their online information was incorrect. So, you know, it does impact us on a daily basis. But 99% of small business owners don't have a professional online marketing presence. And you might think, well, gee, all the stores I know do, everybody in America does. No, they don't, first of all, because there's a lot of small businesses that say, yeah, I want to have a website, but then they're shown a $5,000 or $15,000 custom website that'll do everything for them, but it doesn't. So then they just simply put themselves up on Facebook. Well, I'll just put up a page on Facebook. There's a lot of Facebook only companies out there. And then when you get outside of the first world countries, that's when you really see it. You go into Africa and other places like this, and you're going to find most companies don't have this online marketing presence. But don't they deserve to? Don't they have the same brilliant ideas that we do? So that's why they don't, because of the cost and the complexity. So online marketing, it's complex. It is complex. I'm not going to lie. I have a little bit of background in this, and I want to pre-qualify this to say, you don't have to. Everything I say in the next couple of minutes, you probably could just be like, la, 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 a little bit, but try to pay attention. But you don't have to ever be able to explain anything I'm going to say in the next couple minutes. But there's social media. Everybody gets that. Social media is social media. Most social media accounts that we sign up for are free. But then Facebook wants us to pay for ads, and Twitter wants us to pay for ads. And oh, LinkedIn definitely wants us to upgrade to the pro level. And everywhere you go, social media is there, and they want you to pay to get your products out in front of them. Website, we've already covered that, can be very, very expensive. Blogs, everybody hears, oh, you need a blog, you need to write. After speaking in public, how many people love to write for the public? I'm not thinking it's everybody. I love to. I love to write. But even when I love to write, I don't love to come up with fresh new content every single day, even for my own business that I'm passionate about. But a blog is supposed to be important, so people hire content writers. That's not cheap. But some businesses say, well, it's essential. So what do? SEO. SEO is definitely one of these things that you probably don't have to understand. Here's a quick and dirty. SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. How do you get Google, Yahoo, Bing, all those search engines to see you, to pay attention to the fact that you and your business exist? That's SEO. And that's done through a variety of things, like having an up-to-date active blog and like having up-to-date active social media right there. So SEO, a lot of people will pay SEO specialists hundreds, even thousands of dollars a month to keep updating and tweaking their pages so that Google and all the others will find them. And it can be very, very expensive. Email marketing. Again, kind of going back to the blog, who wants to write all those emails, and how many times do you want to rewrite all of those emails? and what do you write, and how often do you send, and what do you send? So, hey, there's specialists. You can hire them. Isn't that great? Retargeting. Retargeting kind of goes back to the social media. Retargeting ads means that when somebody comes to your site one time and then leaves, retargeting is why when you check out that really cool thing for your dog, that you keep seeing it for the next month. It shows up in your email. It shows up next to you on Facebook. It shows up on your Google searches. It shows up just seemingly everywhere because you looked at it one time. That's retargeting ads. And those companies usually pay pretty good money to do those things. CRM, customer relationship management systems. Again, there's a lot of them out there. Often combined with email, they'll be like MailChimp or HubSpot, and they can be, surprise, very spendy. I had HubSpot for years when I had a manufacturing business, and I paid the $800 a month, locked in for several years, paying $800 a month to keep up and have this amazing, and it really was an amazing CRM. My onboarding took 2 months. Like I couldn't even use it efficiently. And even after 2 months, I wasn't really efficient at using it. They have a certification class you can take to be able to use their CRM. Like you have to have a doctorate degree. And then there's, like I said, MailChimp, and there's a lot of other ones out there. Some of them are free, but then, you know, are you really getting much value out of those? It's hard to say. And who knows all this stuff? Analytics. If you don't have analytics, you don't know what's working. You don't know what to change. Again, oftentimes along with SEO, companies will say, hey, we'll tell you what to do and we'll measure your analytics. Sometimes you can get it for free through Google if you know what you're doing. Okay, so back up a little bit. The business you love, the business that you want to go into doing, how much does it have to do with anything I just said? How much of an expert in any of this do you want to be? Unless you are a marketing agency, which is great. We love marketing agencies. We want to work with you. But most of this stuff isn't why we became a coach, a trainer, a baker of pies, a health coach, whatever it is that you are, whatever you might sell. You might sell travel or gourmet coffee, whatever it is. That's what you want to do, not this stuff. So where do you even begin? Now.Site Marketing enables small business owners to build these professional online presences through a fully automated artificial intelligence powered system known as 3-click marketing. So take a breath, because all that stuff I just talked about, I'm going to give you a solution. Take a breath. It's pretty awesome. And this is why I was so excited. So with Now.Site, we're going to now switch. I'm going to try to do, this is the one side without the slides. Let's see if I hit play, what happens. Yes. "28-second video," and she did a whole bunch of stuff. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. So 3 clicks, 3-click marketing. Click 1. What happens is artificial intelligence gives you a post and says, we think your people in your market who love what you love would love this or be interested in it. You click and say, yes, I would like to post that. And you take 20, 30 seconds to type a little bit up on the post and you say post. 1 click. Doesn't take long. Literally, you can have that click done in about 30 seconds. Click 2. That same post goes, you say, yes, I'd like to put it on my blog. Remember that SEO thing I told you about before? In 1 click, in 1 second, this artificial intelligence post that is designed to attract the people you want to attract can be put onto your, oh, did I mention website or landing page type website? And it's there in one click, 1 second. Really, it's that fast. No copying, no pasting, no needing to get into some back office thing where you find the right place. Trust me, I've done all that. It's not fun. It takes a lot of time. And if you're a little like me, you're like, ah, yeah, okay, I gotta, no, it's all gone. It's all easy. 3 clicks, third click. It asks you, do you want to send this out to your people as a courtesy? Because they might miss the social media posts. You know that they don't see everything that's on social media. So do you want to send this in an email to all your people? You say yes, and it's done. All the people that have said that they're interested in what you sell or what you do or what you offer, they get that information in your third click and you're done. Literally, that entire process can be done in a minute. You know, I'm adding a little bit of time for you to actually put up your, type something onto your social media post, maybe 2 minutes if you get really cool and started doing hashtags and stuff like that. Advanced, okay? And then they actually pop up with a timer that says, okay, for 3 minutes, just 3 more minutes, go in and love up your people. Go follow them. Go like their posts. Go do something social on social media for 3 minutes, and you're done for the day with doing your marketing for your website. So that's amazing. And here I learned I can do this animation. Your business can't afford not to market online. So we made online marketing affordable. And they truly did. So all of this, social media, done by Now.Site, website, done by Now.Site, blog, done by Now.Site, SEO, done by Now.Site, email, done by Now.Site. You get it. It's all done, all for you. 3 clicks, 5 minutes or less, $87 a month. When I heard that, I was like, okay, how fast can I cancel these things that I've been paying way more than that for every single month? And I did. So that is the basics of Now.Site marketing. And I'm actually going to Robert. At this point, Robert, can you jump in and talk about the next few slides? I'll be happy to move the slides for you.
Very good. They do have a new product that's coming out. It's called Now.Site Life, and it's you can actually sign up for it today, but your next payment would not be until October, but it's going to roll out in September. And this is a business to consumer product. It has huge mass appeal. The problem they're trying to accomplish is 94% of everyone, they fail to achieve their biggest and most important life goals. And so if you needed experts, you would pay a large amount of money, and many people cannot afford that. So this takes the place for that, for people that cannot do that. And so in this platform, you're going to get 3 dedicated certified experts, and you'll have daily chats, you'll have video conferencing. They'll put you into a community support where you will be with like-minded people who are trying to accomplish those like-minded goals. And then you'll also be given much more, like they have automatically vision boards. You'll be able to enter your progress. And it's amazing what you can do with this. Now, she's already talked about the marketing. So if you're interested in this as a platform to make money, you can actually use the Now.Site marketing as a way to grow a business. And it could be Now.Site Life, it could be Now.Site Marketing, and both of them have an amazing compensation plan attached to it.
And I think in the interest of, you know, the people who are here for Now.Site marketing, I'm going to jump over right now into my back office and show you just exactly how cool and how efficient this really is. And then, so just understand, there is a really, really cool opportunity with both Now.Site Life and Now.Site Marketing. I mentioned it earlier, to actually get your program for completely for free. And in fact, to even use this as a business platform. Maybe there's people out there saying, I don't have a business, I'm looking for a business. This could be one that people could do. But for 80% of people, they just want to have a program that they can use to market their own businesses better. And there is a difference, you know, I've heard Robert say this many times, there's a big difference between sales and marketing. Sales is buy from me, buy from me, buy from me, buy from me. Marketing is about, hey, let's talk. We have things in common. I like you. I'm going to share things with you. I'm going to give to you. I'm going to make sure that when you are ready to buy someday, you think of me first. And that's really what the beauty of Now.Site Marketing truly is. And I'm going to show that to you right now. So when I log in, here's my back office. When I log into my Now.Site Marketing account every day, and I saved this all just for you, it pops up immediately with a suggested post. So this is a suggested post for one of my 3 included websites that I get with Now.Site. I didn't even say you get 3, not just 1, but 3 websites for that $87. And so I'm promoting 3 different businesses with that. You don't have to. If you have 1 business, you can promote 3 different aspects of your business or 3 different products in your business. There's a lot of ways to use these 3 websites, but mine is one of them. Suggested post. Suggested post means that artificial intelligence found out that people interested in my site, World's Best Coffee, are probably also interested in protein intake control for fat. Okay, they tend to be health-minded people. Who knew? Coffee equals health. So can protein intake control fat? I'm not even going to read more. That just sounds interesting, and I think my people would like it. So I'm going to say start, and it pops up and it asks me right away, would you like to add this content to your website's blog? I already told you, always say yes. It's done. I'm going to show that to you in just a few minutes. Blog is done. That was 1 click. Second click is here. I'm going to change the title to protein control fat, to just give it a better, more personal name. Protein controls fat. And I'm going to require contact information to view content. That is an optional button, but don't unclick it, or at least not very often, because that is how we build our lists with this marketing program. People will see the content and they'll say, wow, I'm really interested in that. And they will enter their information in to get this information. They'll give you their email address and permission to contact them in order to read the contact that you're sharing that they are genuinely interested in. They wouldn't otherwise. And I'm going to post this on my Facebook account. Actually, I'm going to post on my LinkedIn account too. So what you're not seeing is that my Facebook, a Facebook pop-up just happened, and it's saying, hey, where do you want to post this on Facebook? And I would pick the page, I would add in a little bit of script, and then I would say, yes, I have succeeded in publishing my post, which you can see. Next, the LinkedIn pop-up happens, and it also says, okay, what do you want to do? I'd have to say, share in a post, put in a little bit, add in a bunch of hashtags. Robert's really good at that. And then hit post, and then I can come back here and say, yes, I've succeeded in publishing my post. That's your second click. Social marketing, done. Third click, would I like to email this content to my followers? Now, everybody's gonna have a little bit of different philosophy on this. You get those people who email you once, twice a week, once, twice a day, or 5 times a day, 5 times a week. You need to decide for your market what works for you. And then I sometimes just base it on, well, how relevant is this information to my understanding of my people? In this particular case with this particular article, and because I just emailed them yesterday, I'm going to say no this time, but I can change my mind later. And now here's the pop-up saying, hey, great job. Now cheering you on, reminding you, just take 3 more minutes. You have 3 minutes to do this. Add new friends, add new followers, build your audience every day. This is indeed a key to online marketing success. Okay, so I did X out of that. Even though I really do want to grow my business, I'll go back to that later. So here's my back office. As you see, I've had 53 new contacts in the last 30 days. And I'll tell you what, the last 30 days have been kind of a wild ride. Maybe a couple of times I've missed my 3-click marketing. So if I'm really, truly consistent, I would expect to see that even higher. Several of these, my JoyMinder consulting list is one of my websites that I'm promoting, and I have 12 contacts in that. My coffee list, I actually have 2 coffee websites I can show you. One of them has 22 people that have connected and said they want to be in contact with me. And my travel list is at 26. So that's the majority of these, but I've created other websites as well. Let me show you what a couple of these look like. Here's my travel site. Travel the world or staycation, there's a better way. Free travel membership. I'm offering something for free. And 26 people have said, yes, please, I'd like that information. And that is what they get. Down at the bottom is where we get to see some of these blog posts that have been going up. And as you can see, I posted on the 20th, the 21st, and the 24th, meaning I took the weekend off. If we look at my coffee post, World's Best Coffee, I'm actually going to refresh this one so that you can see what happened. When I said yes to that blog going on here, I want to show you that it popped up right away. Can protein intake control fat? So that is already on my blog. If you go to my homepage for this website, it actually looks like this. And as we scroll down, the blog is also found at the bottom. So here again, I posted the 20th, the 21st, and now the 25th. And so that kind of consistency, though, gets noticed by Google. And if we go back to the blog here, you'll see that I've posted a lot of things to this blog, and a little SEO thing that you don't really need to remember. But every time that this website, my website, this coffee website, gets connected to all of these other websites, that improves search engine optimization as well. So we've got, 15 different websites that are connected so far. And if I do this consistently every day, it's just going to grow and grow. So back to my back office. That's really what I wanted to show you, is the 3-click marketing and the fact that you can create multiple websites. So here's some of my 6 websites that I've created, 2 for coffee, 1 for travel. AI indicates that these are the ones that artificial intelligence is working on. And by the way, $87 is the base fee. That's all I'm using right now. And with it, I get 3 AI accounts. And if I want to bump up, I can get 5 or even 10 AI accounts. One other thing, retargeting. We talked about retargeting ads and the expense of retargeting ads. With this program, your extra spend on retargeting ads is 0. So this ad is actually going out there. This is my retargeting ad for new and existing businesses to come and check out joyminder.com. So this is retargeting 250 people that have come to my websites. Now they're getting retargeted to come back to my websites and grow more and more familiar with my brand, so that I'm the one that they'll see and think of when they need what my products and services are. So that's another piece of the same $87, which I think is just amazing. There's one other piece, and Robert, where would I get to the ad pins? I haven't done that in here. Can I do that right from the back office here?
Yeah, so if you want to buy more, that's where you see the ad pins, and that they would just appear right out beside this ad.
Okay. So can I click on anything to see that here?
Yes, you can just click on buy more. It won't actually show you the ad, but it'll show you what the cost is, that type of thing.
Okay. So here, this is the one optional piece, but just to give you some perspective on this and what it does. Ad pins are just an amazing thing. When I had a manufacturing company and I would do trade shows, I could drop the theory was I could drop ads on everybody in the convention center with me and say, come to my booth for free coffee. Do you think people would come by if they saw that pop up on their phone? Convention booth 3A, free coffee. So I loved the idea, but when it was proposed to me, they wanted about $400 a month on a contract for me to get this thing called ad pins. Ad pins are great and they can be used for a variety of things. Let's say you're a realtor and you want to put an ad pin within a 5-mile radius of a house that you have for sale, or a neighborhood that you know really well. Ad pins can be used for lots and lots of reasons, to maybe target your competitors. If you have a product and you want to drop ad pins on top of where they're really heavily entrenched, you could do that. But look at the pricing on here. For as low as let's see, down here at the bottom, this is an additional $50 per month for 10,000 ads. I don't know if you know how big that is. That's a lot of ads. And this can actually be broken up into 2 sections of 5,000. So you could actually drop 2 different ad pins on 2 different locations with 5,000 ad views for only $50 a month. Now it's set up as a subscription, but you can, just like with Now.Site Marketing, there's no contract. Oh, did I mention that before? No contract, which again, just takes a little pressure off of us as small business people. That $800 a month multi-year contract I had, I can't tell you how many times that hurt to pay that bill as things got, when things were tough sometimes. So this is beautiful and affordable so that we don't really have to worry about it being actually painful like that was. So right price for the entrepreneur without the stress of a contract. And again, you can even get more if you want to. So this is this particular page also shows some of the other options. $87 a month includes, like I said, the 3 AI marketing campaigns, unlimited websites. If you offer 50 products, you can do 500 websites, 10 per product, and that's fine if you wanted to. I'm not saying you have to. Don't worry about it. 10,000 marketing emails are included for that $87. Look at all the stuff included. Unlimited social media marketing, search engine optimization, file sharing and analytics is included, retargeting for 250 website visitors. And if and when you're ready to, you can move up to one of these other products. I know that Robert, at this point, he started with $87 a month, but as his businesses have grown, he's now up to the marketing agency level. Robert, do you want to talk a little bit about that and what you're doing? And your program?
What I actually do is use this platform for 3 different businesses. I actually started using it for electricity business, and it was working so well, I started marketing this platform. And I've only been doing it about 7 months, but in addition to that, I have a 3rd business, and it's private money lending most of it's in the Texas area, but some other states, and allows me to make connections with people so you can really target who your market is. So on one side, it's local business. On the other side, it's worldwide business.
Fantastic. And how long have you been with Now.Site?
Actually, I'm completed 13 months and just starting my 14th month on the thing. And so it's turned out I treat it as a business in addition to my other business. So I have 38 people directly under me, and I have a group of over 450 people, and that has been built in 7 months.
So when you first started with Now.Site Marketing, you really just started it, like most of us, to build your existing businesses and not necessarily to jump into this as an additional business, right?
Right. My whole focus was, how do I get an on-site or an online presence for my business? And that's why I got into it. But it was I had been studying digital marketing for quite a while. It was complicated, it was expensive. And so when I found this platform, it was so amazing. I just had to start sharing it with people. So I started sharing it with friends. Virtually everyone I showed it to, they were interested. And many of them started using it for their businesses. And it just went from there to actually marketing it. And I'm actually using the platform to market the platform.
Exactly, and I am too. That's a fascinating story, and really, I just want to express my gratitude personally for all that you do and all that you give to this group. I know this group here, we're blessed to have you on a lot of our calls that we do. You bring so much information and just a generosity to the people that are here, and I just want to express our gratitude for that.
The guests that are here, they just need to know that you get huge support with this group. There's a lot of talent in this group and we all help each other. And so we're open to training you, teaching you, and bringing our skill set to help you grow your business.
And absolutely, if anybody has questions at this time, you were welcome to do one of two things. You can either just come off of mute and say hello. If you wish to, you may type that, but we'd love to hear your lovely voice as well. While you're doing that, I wanted to show you the support here. When you are on in your screen or whatever, down here in the lower left-hand corner, right here, this is where you can find amazing support. And even right now, if I were to click live video support, it would say I couldn't because it's Zoom. You click on start call and a Zoom window pops up and a real live person shows up and they say, hey, LeAnn, how can I help you? What do you need today? I can share my screen. They can walk me through stuff. I don't have to wait for a training. And then while Robert's right, we're here, we do this. This is a labor of love for us to be here and do this. You don't have to wait on us to be really, really successful. There's videos out there that the companies put together and so forth. So let's take a look. Any questions right now? Or have I just so thoroughly covered everything?
Yeah, guys, please don't hesitate. Go ahead and ask questions.
Yes,
yeah. I have a question.
Yeah.
I love the idea of somebody else writing my content, but then in the same moment I go, oh my goodness, I don't know if I trust anybody to write that. So is there a way that you can, that the IA generates it, but then can you read it and revise it before it posts, or how does that work?
Sure, great question. Let me jump over again to my back office. So there's kind of two things here. They aren't actually writing big emails for you, okay? When it says you want to post this to your people, let me just show you. Whoops. So let's say it's called a newsletter essentially. When I say yes, I want to post that article, it would be actually posting this. This is what my people interested in my Joyminder consulting group would do, is they'd get this email, which is pre-written. Dear so-and-so, I thought you might find this interesting. Click the button below for all the details. And then I personalized it with my signature, the way I say things, which is all my best, LeAnn LeAnn, and a link to my website. Down here, the post that AI selected that I approved goes into this section here. So yes, you have control over what you're sending or not sending based on that article, but you're not going to change somebody else's article. That's their article. You can preview it though and make sure you want to send that to your people. But I'd encourage you not to overanalyze. The point of the artificial intelligence is not to actually promote your business as much as to promote the fact that you are a caring, amazing, broad-minded person that they would want to align with and be part of your organization when they're ready. So that's the pre-written email part of it. After that, what happens, and I'm going to use Lois Kofi's incredible example here. back eventually. Can somebody tell me, has my internet been better today?
So also on the answer is you can actually use your own content. There's ways to bring in videos, way to bring in articles, ways to bring in like just images that, you know, like of your business that you can post also.
Right, and that's what I was trying to get to. My internet or something got slow. But yeah, so you do create your own content as well. So when somebody says they're interested in my travel industry, well, AI is not going to tell them how to get that free membership. I wrote that, but it's in there, and as soon as they enter their information, boom, they immediately get that email that I wrote, but I don't have to send it myself. That's the automated part of it. And then the next day they get a follow-up email that I wrote that's in there and ready to go, but I don't have to remember, oh yeah, that person signed up yesterday, and that person signed up a week ago, and that person signed up 3 months ago, and I need to get stuff out. I just add my own content into these. It's called an email campaign instead of an email newsletter. The newsletters are AI generated, essentially, where the campaigns are your own. You can still, of course, find a professional to help you write those campaigns if that's what you need. But a lot of business owners want to start on their own. Great question. Thanks so much for asking that, Dolores.
Was that what you needed, Dolores? Did you get the answer?
Yes, and it was just a little refinement of my understanding of you're not pretending that you wrote that article. You're actually saying, hey, I thought you'd be interested, kind of like, hey, I read this, let me share it with you, even though you didn't read it. But you're not claiming that you wrote it and that you're trying to, because, you know, they talk so much about finding your voice and making sure that your voice is in your communications and stuff. And that's not what you're doing there, is that you're like, hey, I read this, let me share it with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Much more about the sharing and caring aspects of this. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. Just to show another version of this, here's another. So after you get to the initial one that they pop up, there are actually usually about 6 different suggested posts here. So here's one for traveling to Ireland for the first time. Here's what you need to know. 10 biggest secrets travel agencies don't want you to know. World's best coffee, another post for coffee. How a celebrity trainer gets actors in shape for movies. So these are the other 5 posts that I have to select from. And in these, I can view the content. If I want to see what is this really saying, what are they really offering, you can certainly view the content here. If it is something where you're like, I'm not really sure I'm going to post that, you can say save for later. And then if you truly know you're never going to post it, you could click on this and just say delete. I'm not going to delete that. I might actually use that one sometime. So just to show you another, that's just a little nuance of this. All of these nuances, you just figure out as you go. And all the training that comes along with this shows this to you too. I'm just giving you a little sneak peek into some of the cool aspects and easy aspects of what we've got going on here. Another question. Somebody jump in if you have a question. Right. Well, just for now, I'm going to end this recording for this minute. We are going to jump right into some training. So existing Now.Site marketing people and guests, you're welcome to stay. We want to keep answering questions. Other people can share screens and we can go through any questions or needs that you have. And that's what we're here for. So thanks so much for joining us for this Now.Site overview. And we look forward to to having you here next week or Thursday when we do this next. If you have been invited by somebody here, please get back with them. This is an affiliate marketing-based company, so we want to give credit where credit is due. Make sure that you use their affiliate marketing link for that purpose. Lois Kofi, did you want to add something before we go?
I was just going to say, I just looked at my new contacts for the last 7 days. I got 153 new leads. So I know like Dolores you're interested in my email marketing course, I'm going to teach a lot about how to do that. But I'll be honest, one of the secrets to my sauce is this system. And so I don't know anybody. I was just talking to another client today who doesn't have the system, and she's looking into this because she paid a social media person. I don't know how much, she didn't tell me, but I can almost guarantee you, I know my social media friend, she charges $100 an hour. And paying someone to post stuff on Facebook that doesn't convert to leads is toilet flushing money right there. So you don't want to waste your time. You've got to have a CRM. You've got to have an email list right now in this new normal. Otherwise, how are you communicating with people? And if you're afraid of using the phone, this is the answer for you as well. And of course, it doesn't happen overnight. We support you. Robert is amazing. And then we have these calls, but the 7 days a week of Zoom support and all that goes with this company is mind blowing. And I've been through the ringer over the last 20 years. I've used at least 10, and I've probably forgotten a couple along the way. Sound like a serial dater, but it's just because I never found one that truly did everything that I needed. And so the fact that you can, refer 3 friends and get this for free, and then as a bonus, if you're looking for another stream of income, one of the biggest things for me this year at the beginning of the year was to find 2 or 3 affiliate streams of income, and voila, what you focus on expands. So Robert showed up into my life, and I was skeptical at first, but then once I started playing with it and referring it out to people who are starting to refer it out to people and get results on their Facebook pages, in their their leads coming in every day, I knew that this was the real deal. So just really strongly consider it, Dolores, and anybody else who is still here, because we'd love to wrap our arms around you and help you with this tool, because most tools, like LeAnn had mentioned earlier, you either need a rocket science degree or a lot of help to figure out how to use it. One of my CRMs charges $150 an hour. If I need help, Robert's free. We're all here to support you. So just keep all that stuff in mind.
Right. And I'll ask you the same question. I mean, when you jumped into this, you said you were looking for an affiliate extra income stream. How's that worked out for you, Lois?
Yeah, last month, $1,200 by accident, because I didn't realize how many people I just guess I was ignorant, and I just didn't know how many people didn't have a good CRM. They either didn't like it, they weren't using it, they weren't getting results, or they didn't have one, or they didn't even know what it was. And that flabbergasted me. So there's so many people out there that we could help with this. So I just started referring it organically, having conversations with people. And it was mind blowing to see that I could make $1,200 last month. And then this month already, we got a week left. I'm already at $1,100. And again, it's not so much about the money. It's really what it's doing for the people who are able to use it, and the lives that are changed as a result. So you pretty much can almost guarantee anybody that you talk to could benefit from this. And it's one of the easiest things to share that I've ever shared in my entire life. And I've done a lot.
Right. Thank you for that too. I'm presenting for my BNI chapter this Thursday, showing this. And so I've reached out to some of the people that have jumped into Now.Site Marketing with me, said, hey, can you share your results? I want to share them on the screen. And, all of these people being kind of new to it and everything else, the average has been over 50 contacts within the first 1 to 4 weeks, 50, 60, 70 new connections made. And oftentimes that's with people being less than perfect about posting every single day. The more you do, the more you do. I'm posting thousands of % more often now, thanks to this, than I actually was doing with all of my knowledge, all of my background, all of my skill before Now.Site Marketing. So I hope that's helpful too. Any last questions? Going to throw it out there one more time.
Oh my gosh. Did you talk about the $20 discount, the additional savings through the end of the month?
I didn't. I was going to do that right after the video was recording, but yeah, so anybody hearing this in time, there is a promotion only through August 31st that we do have you can get a coupon from the person who sponsored you. So I'm not even going to say what it is right now. You have to talk to that person. Get your coupon code and you can save $20 off the $87 only through August 31st. And don't wait till the last minute. There is a cutoff in the afternoon. So get on that. Plus, you're also saving, starting in September 1st, you're also going to be grandfathered in without a sign-up fee of $50. So September 1st, that grandfathering goes away and there's a $50 sign-up fee. So you're actually saving $70 by taking advantage of this before October 31st, 2020. So that's coming up quickly. But yeah, thanks for mentioning that. All good. So hopefully, and bring the, you know, for everybody here, I'll have this up on YouTube later this evening. Get the link, share this with people, you know, let them see that the first 20 minutes is where we go through most of the overview. The next 20 minutes is where we get to see the back office. And let's, you know, you can get this program for free by the end of the month as well, if that's what you want to do. Otherwise, there's great support to get you going, rocking and rolling, and getting brand new contacts into your business before September even begins. Thanks for everyone that's here. Appreciate you, Robert. Appreciate you, Lois, for all your sharing. Thank you, guests. And thank you, Now.Site marketers, for all you're doing as well. Have a great evening.